Hi, I'm John. Thanks for watching this short, eye-opening fat loss video. You're about to discover one really old and kind of weird fat loss trick that I've used for years. In fact, I've shared this trick with over 300,000 people in 107 countries. They have used it to get a lean, flat belly in record time. And I myself lost over 70 pounds of pure belly fat using this one old tip. Now, I have to warn you first. This video contains one of my biggest trade secrets. I will only have this online for a short period of time, so watch this now while you can. You may think that you've heard it all, and maybe even tried it all when it comes to dieting, but you have probably never heard of this. And it's not a wonder pill, it's not an exercise trick. In fact, this dates back to, believe it or not, the caveman days. I kid you not. Just imagine this for a moment. What do you picture a caveman eating on a daily basis? Well, I can tell you what they did not eat. And this is exactly why we all struggle today with excess belly fat and all kinds of fat-related diseases too. And you can solve this problem in less than 48 hours. But first, what did you imagine? Did you picture ancient men and women eating, say, rice, potatoes, lots of vegetables? If you did, you'd be mistaken. The truth is they ate seasonally. Most of the year, the weather was too harsh to even find fresh fruits or vegetables. But lean meats were always in season, and guess what? They ate a lot of fat, too. Now, before you think, I have heard this before, wait, you haven't. This is not the Atkins diet or anything like that. This is something completely different. And believe it or not, ancient man had a longer lifespan than we do. The only reason we live longer is because less women died during childbirth, thank goodness. And we have superior medical support too. But all things being equal, ancient men lived longer and without the diseases we face. And they were not fat. Here's how they did it. And here's how your body is genetically programmed to eat. Either do this or you will always have issues with belly fat and fat-related diseases. They never ate the same thing or the same amount of calories every day. Now, this may sound too simple to work, but believe me, it works like crazy, and it's good science, too. And here's why. Your body is not a machine, contrary to what you may have heard. It easily adapts to what you feed it. Feed it the same thing every day, and your body says to itself, hey, there's no need to burn off this food. I think I'll store it as fat. Is that what you want? Of course not. But that is what happens when you eat the typical Western diet. You get a lot of starchy carbohydrates, and you also get a lot of unhealthy fats. Not the healthy fats that ancient people ate. And you get too little protein. Worst of all, you get basically the same amount of calories every day. And your body says, I'm used to this. No, thank you. That's why you can practically starve yourself and just stay fat. Your body adapts to lower calories. Yep. All diets fail for this one simple reason. But there is a way around this problem that is so simple anyone can do it. You have to vary your calories and your food sources throughout the week. But doing that without a plan would be challenging. However, with the right plan, you can end up eating exactly what your body needs to burn off all that belly fat. And the best part of the deal, you get to eat your favorite foods every week. That's actually built into my plan. In fact, you don't even have a choice. I literally demand that you eat pizza, sweets, pasta, burgers, whatever you enjoy eating, but only at specific times. Otherwise, you'll just get fatter, obviously. And you have to eat like I suggest on the other days so that you can set your body up. Get it ready to actually want this junk food and then use it to increase your metabolism and your fat burning up to 3 times above normal. This is true, and this is not a gimmick. I'm John Benson, creator of the Every Other Day Diet, also known as EODD. Folks call it the cheat to beat diet. Why is that? Well, because it's the first diet ever created to actually use a lifestyle approach that allows you to eat your favorite foods and still lose weight. Even if you have a thyroid condition, bad genetics, big bones, food addiction problems, emotional eating habits, age might be fighting against you, or if you think you've tried everything. The magazines and the so-called pro trainers are not going to tell you this stuff. because most of them flat out don't know it. And magazines depend upon you staying fat in order for them to stay in business. I don't. EODD works for men, it works for women, it even works for kids and teens. And they really love it because they can still eat out at McDonald's and burn fat. Now, not every day, obviously, but we're going to show you exactly how and when. If you're skeptical, you may want to listen to some of my readers. Let me give you a few quotes. Phoebe from Cairo, Egypt says she went from 74 kilograms in February to 63 kilograms, and her BMI went from 29 to 24. That's phenomenal. In U.S. sizes, that's from 14 down to an 8. Lisa says, John, this program was perfect for me. It took your EODD program and how it was designed to actually start getting results. And Adrian says, I've just lost another 6 pounds since on every other day diet. The weight just seems to be falling off. Now, I have to tell you the very first thing I learned when I went from obese to oh wow. That is not your fault. It is your responsibility. So if you're beating yourself up over being overweight or maybe even obese, stop. Stop it right now, at least for the duration of this video. Deal? Most so-called professionals think it's all about discipline, willpower, calories. Yes, each of these do play a part for sure, and I would be lying to you if I told you otherwise. But you will be absolutely floored when you read about how little of a part they play compared to the real culprits, the ones that are not your fault, the ones that keep you from the body you've always wanted. First, no calorie counting, ever. From this day forward, you are forbidden to count calories. It's a painful process that usually leads down the road to more frustration. Second, we want you to break free from an unhealthy relationship with food. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You have a relationship with food. And you're probably an emotional eater. We found a great way to fall in love with food and to embrace it as a friend, as a tool to get to where we wanted to go. When your emotions control what you eat, you feel imprisoned by circumstances and by food. Emotional eating results in those two sets of clothes that most of us have, and you know what I'm talking about. The clothes that we want to wear and our quote-unquote fat clothes, those ugly, baggy sweats, elastic waistbands, and that sort of thing. You're going to say goodbye to those clothes. I can tell you that right now. Medical doctor John Matt Yule says, John has done an excellent job of really providing sound nutritional advice along with strong motivation to get off the couch and get moving. You can do this. Dr. Holly Lucille chimes in saying EODD combines the science and doability to deliver outstanding results for everyone. Even hardcore skeptic dieter Dr. John Berardi, assistant adjunct professor at the University of Texas and president of Precision Nutrition, says, as both a scientist and a coach, I don't go for gimmicks. When evaluating the every other day diet, I ask myself 3 questions. First, is this program scientifically sound? Second, does this program have real-world support? Third, is this program one that people will actually follow? And the answer to all 3 of these questions is yes. So much for the experts. Let's get to what you want to know. Will this program work for me? How fast does it work? Is it guaranteed to work? Is there support? On page 7, you'll discover one of the 7 culprits that are designed to keep you fatter than you're supposed to be, worthless supplements. And I'm going to let you know which supplements actually do work. There's not very many that fit my standards. And the difference between a radical fat loss plan and a fad diet. A diet is something that you go on for a short period of time, right? A nutrition plan, however, is something that you stay on willingly forever. And that is what you want, something that you can live with forever, to burn fat forever. And no one wants to eat perfectly all the time, so you can't possibly have a plan that's too rigid. Now, that's going to bring me to the next thing that you're going to discover.